Have you ever wondered why some people love being scared? Why they willingly sit through terrifying scenes, jump scares, and sleepless nights? Why they press play on horror movies, knowing exactly how it will make them feel? It's not because they're crazy, and it's definitely not random. It's psychology. Tiny mental patterns most people never notice, reactions so subtle they feel automatic. But once you understand them, everything changes. Today, I'm going to show you 8 psychological traits of people who love horror movies. Not surface-level explanations, but deep, hidden reasons that shape how they think, feel, and experience fear. Because loving horror isn't about fear itself, it's about how your brain learns to enjoy it. So let's break it down. Trait number 1. Controlled fear. The first psychological trait is something called controlled fear. People who love horror don't just enjoy being scared, they enjoy being scared safely. Their brain knows something important. This isn't real. So what happens? The body reacts as if there's danger. Heart rate increases, adrenaline spikes, senses sharpen, but at the same time, another part of the brain stays calm. And that creates a powerful mix, fear plus safety. It's like riding a roller coaster. You feel like you're going to die, but you know you won't. And that combination becomes addictive. Trait number 2, curiosity about the dark. The second trait is curiosity. People who love horror are naturally drawn to the unknown, to things most people avoid. Darkness, death, the supernatural, the uncomfortable side of reality. While others turn away, they lean in. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they want to understand it. What does fear feel like? What would I do in that situation? How far can the human mind go? Horror becomes a safe way to explore dangerous ideas. Trait number 3, emotional training. The third trait is something most people don't realize. Horror fans are training their emotions. Every scary movie is like a simulation. Panic, shock, tension, relief. They experience all of it over and over. And over time, something changes. They become better at handling fear, better at staying calm under pressure, better at separating emotion from reality, because their brain has practiced it before. Trait number 4 is the adrenaline effect. The fourth trait is simple. They love the rush. When you watch horror, your body releases adrenaline and dopamine, the same chemicals triggered by extreme sports. That intense feeling, that edge-of-your-seat tension, for some people it's uncomfortable. For others, it's exciting. It wakes them up, pulls them out of boredom, makes them feel alive. In a world where most days feel repetitive, horror becomes a shortcut to intensity. Trait number 5 is safe rebellion. The fifth trait is psychological rebellion. Society teaches you to avoid fear, avoid darkness, avoid discomfort. But horror fans do the opposite. They walk straight into it. They watch what others refuse to see. They face what others avoid. Not recklessly, but intentionally. It gives them a sense of control, a quiet feeling of, I can handle this. And that builds confidence in ways most people don't expect. Trait number 6 is imagination and immersion. The sixth trait is a strong imagination. People who love horror don't just watch the movie, they enter it. They imagine themselves in the story. They feel the tension more deeply. They visualize every detail, and that makes the experience stronger. But here's the key difference. They can also pull themselves out. They know how to switch between reality and imagination, and that ability makes horror enjoyable instead of overwhelming. Trait number 7 is social bonding through fear. The seventh trait is connection. Fear brings people together. Think about it. Watching a horror movie alone is scary. Watching it with others, it becomes fun. People laugh after jump scares, they react together, they share the experience, and that creates a bond. Horror fans often enjoy the shared emotion more than the fear itself, because going through something intense together makes relationships feel stronger. Trait number 8 is finding meaning in chaos. The final trait is deeper than all the others. People who love horror are often more comfortable with chaos. Horror stories deal with things we try to ignore: death, loss, uncertainty, the unknown. And instead of avoiding these ideas, they face them. Not directly in real life, but symbolically through stories. And that does something powerful. It makes reality feel less overwhelming, because when you've already explored darkness in your mind, the real world feels more manageable. Final summary. So here's what you need to understand. People who love horror movies aren't just thrill seekers. They are experiencing fear in a controlled way. They are exploring the unknown. They are training their emotions. They are chasing intensity. They are building quiet confidence. They are using imagination. They are connecting with others. And they are making sense of chaos. Horror isn't just entertainment. It's a psychological experience. You don't need to suddenly love horror movies, but understanding this changes how you see the people who do, because they're not running away from fear. They're learning how to face it on their own terms. And now the question is, would you press play?